I think you have sort of Norex maybe as the parents. They've been around for 10 years. They've got their established client base and they're sort of well known in the community. Dynamic Hosting is maybe a little bit younger. They sort of spun out of the Norex group a few years back. And then Sheepdog's almost like the teenager. They're doing the cutting edge work, bleeding edge technology and doing things that literally have only been around for sort of 2 or 3 years.
We get along very well, the 3 different groups. I think one of the prerequisites to working here is having a good sense of humor.
It's just like a whole big geek family, it's really cool.
We all just kind of go back and forth between the companies. It's not really like there's 3 different companies, to be honest.
Where we do know each other very well, we know where our strengths lie.
Each company has been able to focus on what it does best and yet be able to take advantage of where we had been.
There's sort of different entities if you're outside looking in, but we sort of all work together as one big family, so to speak.
We seem to attract very, very passionate people. I think that's probably part of startup culture.
Everybody outside of work works really well together. The communication's huge. But then when it gets down to the business of things, having that diverse environment within 4 walls basically just can't be beat. We've got every aspect covered.
It's a nice, friendly, relaxing environment to work in, and it's part of the reason I really enjoy working here.
Feeling of being able to focus on what it is you want to be good at, and at the same time having the expertise that's broader in the company next door really helps us do our best.
The great thing is that there's so many people from so many different backgrounds and so many different things to learn and experience, and that's the most rewarding thing.
People here are very, very into their work, even outside of work.
Sort of a taste for doing it well as opposed to a taste for just getting it done.
I know for a fact that every Monday morning when I walk in here, there's going to be some new technology or some new quirk in programming language that one or more of the guys found out about over the weekend and can introduce to the team.
And it's pretty clear that people's motives in general for being here are for the love of the work more than the love of the paycheck.
Sometimes if I'm working on a really good project, I'll just be thinking about it in the evening, overnight, whatever, and I'll be excited to come into work and tackle a problem that might have been giving me a headache yesterday.
I used to work at a company, and I used to hate waking up every morning to go work for them. And that's just not the dynamic here, right?
I enjoy encountering problems that makes myself think a little harder than I normally would, and also I enjoy, if you really hit something that's extremely difficult, collectively working together to plot out a course of action to take care of that.
And it's not necessarily about just closing a deal and moving on to the next project. It's doing it right and giving them something at the end of the day that we all literally can be proud of.
It kind of just clicked for me one day, and I knew I had to step up and do what I need to do, and I just kind of pursued that, and that was a really good feeling to know that I was actually taking on more responsibility and becoming better at my career and becoming a better person. It's always good to produce something new and then actually see it working and working well.
That whole realization that I really put forth my best effort and something actually came out of it, and this company fostered that whole that achievement.
There's a bit of an academic feel to it, I guess, with how much we're collaborating. We're not segmented off into cubicles or offices or anything like that. So I don't know. I can't tell you if it's normal for every company, but it feels normal here.
It's been really collaborative over the time I've been here, and it's really great to experience different people from different backgrounds and career paths and things like that. It's been very rewarding, actually. That's how I would definitely put it, as rewarding.
And it's really cool to have an environment that fosters your creativity, for one. It's not an artistic environment, but there's a lot of creativity involved in deployments.
All that put together makes it, for me, an environment that is challenging, rewarding in the essence of people will listen to what I have to say and and take it into consideration. And again, there's a learning curve here that is continual.
And that's the biggest thing that I enjoy about this job, is that I'm constantly learning new things and that I'm broadening my skills.
You want to keep doing better. They give you the responsibility, but they give it to you just out of your reach, so you're constantly reaching higher.
It's really been like every day it's something new, and every day it's you know, just stepping up one more.
It's never stagnant around here. I think everybody takes pride in sort of keeping things moving and moving very quickly, which is a lot of fun.
I guess the biggest for me is just the camaraderie, whether it be within or outside these walls. There's always somebody communicating with somebody, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, whatever. And it's cool to have that connection to the office, you know, even after hours. So it's just something special that I haven't had anywhere else, that people actually care.